Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start the class. Last class, I think I discussed about recurring entry, right? And we did some configurations in recurring entry. Okay, today we'll see configurations regarding customers, or it is also called as account receivable. Okay, so here what we do, we are going to maintain the configurations related to our customers. So we'll see one by one what are the configurations which comes under here part. Okay, here we are going to maintain customer group, and customer master record. Master record means individual customer, and then sales invoice, then sales returns, then terms of payments, dunning, then special GL indicator, then interest calculation, then GST or VAT. In our previously we are maintaining VAT, now it is changed to GST. VAT is not covered, GST we are going to cover, but we are not covering in this level. In accounts payable we are going to maintain GST, okay, because tax will be applicable on both sales and purchases. So that's the reason I require vendor also. After creating of vendor and customer, we can creation of vendor. After creation of vendor and customer, we can proceed with GST. Okay, then creation of customer centrally. Centralized way of creation of customer. Then if customer makes the payment, how we are clearing that one. Okay, these are the topics which comes under accounts receivable. Okay, so now we'll start from creation of customer group. So what is the use of customer group and why we are creating customer group? So as a consultant, we are going to create the customer group. As a consultant, we are creating customer group, and customer master will be created by end users. As a consultant, we are not going to create any customer master or individual customers. We are not creating. So as a consultant, we are going to create the group. So why we are creating group? So what is the use of creating group? Customer group which controls the field status in customer master. It controls the field status in customer master. Okay, so what are the fields comes in customer master? Say example, general data. Second one is company code data, and third one is sales area data. So these are the data which comes under creation of customer. So we'll discuss one by one. In general data, we are going to maintain customer. So this, as I told you, customer master will be maintained by end user. So while creating the customer master record, we'll get all these kind of data. Okay, like in general data, these are the group in general data. We're having customer name. I'll let you know name, address of our customer, then tax number, then telephone number. All these basic data we are going to input in general data. Whereas in company code data, so we are going to input reconciliation account, cash management group, interest indicator, terms of payment, tolerance group, dunning. These are the major groups or major fields we are going to get in company code data. And in sales data, we are having sales office, sales group, then pricing procedure, shipping condition, delivery priority, Incoterms. So all these things will be maintained in sales area data. While creating customer master record, we'll get all kind of data, and all these fields, data or fields, all these fields will be controlled by or controlled in groups. As a consultant, we are going to create the group, and under we are going to control this. How to control? In IMG level, we are having controls like suppress or hide. Second one, required. Third one, optional. Fourth one, display. Okay, so these are the controls we are getting in configuration level, and by using these controls we are going to control these fields. Say example, if I am going to select the customer name as suppress, what will happen? While creating customer master record, this field is hidden, so it will not be displayed. Or if I am selecting customer name as a required entry, then end user must and should input that particular data, otherwise system will not allow you to proceed. Okay, if I am going to select customer name as a optional entry or optional data, then what will happen? While creating the customer master, end user can fill that field or can skip that field, so that is option to him. Then display means we can only view that particular data, we cannot do any changes. So these are the controls we are having in creation of customer. This is the controls in which comes under group, and these are the fields which comes under creation of customer or vendor. Okay, customer general data, customer name, address, I need to input all these details. So this is a basic data. Company code data. Under company code data, we are having reconciliation account. What is reconciliation account is? Reconciliation account means we are going to, so let you know here. what is reconciliation account? So reconciliation means we are tallying the balances with two or more document, or data. Okay, so we need to tally that one, or we need to compare that. Okay, tallying means we are comparing it, two or more document, right? So here in account receivable, so we are going to assign sundry debtors account, GL account, sundry debtors account to customer. What is the reason for assigning sundry debtors to customer? Because I can able to see the balances in AR. AR means account receivable, and as well as in GL also. So reconciliation will get the balances of customer in GL level, and customer balances we can see in AR level. Okay, so that's the reason we are going to assign sundry debtors account to my customer account. The second one, so this is the first one, right? Okay, then second one, we are having cash management group. So what is cash management group? It is a bifurcation between domestic customer and foreign customer. We are having two or more than two predefined cash management group. Say example, I'm having E2. E2 stands for domestic customer, and we're having one more cash management group, E3, foreign customer. Okay, so domestic, whenever I'm used to create the domestic customer, I'm going to assign E2 for his so while creating foreign customer, I'm going to assign E3. Okay, so these are the predefined valuation, not valuation class. So these are the predefined cash management group is there, which we can use to maintain the customer, or while creating the customer we can use this. Okay, next, third one, interest indicator or interest calculation. So what is interest calculation? For late payment from customer, we can charge interest on his late payment, on his payment. Then interest indicator. Then terms of payments. What is terms of payments? Terms of payment, conditions on payment, conditions on payment to customer. Okay, so I can put some condition on my payments because I need to receive the payment my customer. Okay, then tolerance group. What is the tolerance group? Tolerance group means we can set the limit on customer sales or payment. So customer sales, we can put the limit, or we can set the limit. Okay, then what is next? Tolerance group. After that, dunning. What is dunning? Dunning, as I told you, we are having a terms of payment, so we put some conditions on my payment. If customer makes customers not maintaining the payment within mentioned time, okay, so we need to send a reminder letter to him, reminder letter or notice to him, right? So that is what we called as dunning. So this is dunning. So these are all data which comes under company code level. Then one more group we are having, sales area data. Under that, sales office is there. Sales area data. Sales area data. There we are having option called sales office. Sales office, which we maintained or created under enterprise structure. Enterprise structure. Okay. Sales office, sales group. So all are created under enterprise structure. Then pricing procedure. So these are the data which is related to sales department or SD department. Pricing procedure. So we will use standard one. Standard. Then fourth one, delivery priority. Again, I need to maintain the delivery normal or high. Normal priority or high priority I can maintain. Then shipping condition, how I'm going to ship the material to him. Shipping condition. Okay, then Incoterms. Incoterms means international commercial terms. International commercial terms. What is this? International commercial terms means on sale of goods. So example, so we sold some goods to my customer, okay, worth of rupees 1 lakh on 1st of February 2021, right? So assume that we sell the goods to my customer on this date. Okay, so as we are in Bangalore or somewhere in South India, Bangalore, assume that we are in Bangalore, and my customer location will be is somewhere in Delhi, assume that. Okay, so I need to transport the goods from Bangalore to Delhi, right? I need to transport the goods Bangalore to Delhi, so I need to pay transportation charge, right? Transportation charge, say example around 5,000 rupees. Then who is going to pay this 5,000 rupees? As we are selling this much of goods, customer need to pay this much, right? But I need to transport this to his location, right? And I need to pay. Usually who will pay all these things? Transportation charges will be paid from whom? Sometimes company will pay the transportation charge, or sometimes we are going to ask our customer to pay these charges. So that is what we call as Incoterms. At the time of sales or purchase, we need to mention what kind of commercial terms are there. What types of commercial terms are. Say example, so this is what we called as cost. Okay, this is what we called as cost of goods sold. And this one is called as freight charges. Freight means the transportation charges, right? So all these things who will going to pay? Company, either by company or from customer. So that is what we call as commercial terms. That is what we call as, at the time of sales or purchase, we need to mention clearly that this much of payment done by whom. Okay, so then only the thing will be happen correctly. That's the reason it is very important at the time of creation of, or at the time of sales invoices or purchase invoices or purchase or sales, we need to mention, or he need to mention what kind of commercial terms are there, or what are the commercial terms we are going to maintain. According to our company policies, we can maintain the conditions. Okay, that is what we call as Incoterms, international commercial terms. Okay, so these are the fields which we can able to see in the creation of customer. Okay, here configuration, what are the configurations I need to maintain here? So first I need to create the group as a configurations. The first one will create the customer group. So under customer group, I'm going to create 3 groups. Say example, I'll create domestic customer group. So I'll give PSDC. PS means my company code, PSD is my company code, right? And DC stands for domestic customer. And second one, I'll create foreign customer group, and I'll give the code as PSFC. And third one time customer group, PSOC. Okay, one time means, so one time transactions what we do with my customer, that will assign in this particular group. Okay, this is my first configuration. And second configuration is, I can create number ranges for my group. So example, create number ranges for customer accounts. Okay, so I can create number ranges. Say example, if I'm creating if end user creating the domestic customer, then number should start with this number. Say example, if end user creating the domestic customer by using this group, the number should start with 300 like that. And if end user creating foreign customer, then number should start 2. It is not mandatory to give like this. You can give any number, but it is very useful when they are creating. By seeing this number, we can recognize what kind of customers we are creating. One-time customer, start with like this 1. So we'll see what are the number ranges is available in the system. We'll take accordingly. Okay. Then third one, assign number ranges. Number ranges to customer account group. So what are the number ranges we maintained that will be assigned to this one. Okay. So here again we are going to maintain internal number assignment. As we discussed, I think, and we are having 2 types of number assignment. One is internal and second one is external number assignment. Okay, so internal number will pick from the system automatically, whereas in external numbers need to give manually by end user while creating the customer. Okay. These are the configurations which we need to maintain in IMG level. Then apart from that, we will go to easy access, and there we are going to create the customer master record, end user activity. So end user activity. They are going to create customer master record by using T code FK01 and edit or modify. We can do the edit for my customer by using T code FK02 display FK03. Okay. So as we discussed, these are the data which comes under creation of customer master. But for all creating customers, as a finance consultant, we also create customer, and in SD department they are also creating customer. But what kind of data they are using while creating the customer? Say in finance we are going to use used to create customer, sorry, FD, sorry, not K, FD here, it's not K, FD, D for customer, F for finance, D for customer. So FD is 01. In this particular T code, to create the customer, we are going to use general data, plus company code data. To create the customer, we are going to use customer, company code data and general data. There we are not using, in FD01 we are not using any sales related data. As I told you, sales persons also are in SD department, they are also creating customer by using T code VD01. They are going to use general data plus sales data. They will not use any company code data. And we can use centralized creation of customer, means I'll let you know. So here general data plus company code data and sales data also we can use. Okay. So what are the customers we created under FD01 that cannot be used in any other department, that will be limited to finance department? Say example, the T code is indicate, F stands for finance, D is for customer, and 01 is for creation. And what are the customers which we created under VD01 that is limited to sales department only, that cannot be used by any other department? But we can create the customer in XD01 which can be used by any department. That is what we call as centralized creation. Centralized creation of customer. Okay, we'll see the XD01, and we'll not work on VD01 because we are not related to, or we are not a sales consultant. So we are not working in VD01, and we are going to create the customer in FD01 and as well as XD01. First we'll create in FD01, and for creating customer in XD01 we require some configurations in SD level. So first we'll create in FD01, then later we'll see that one. Okay. Okay, let me connect me to the system. System so expected it has been logged. Just a moment, I'll check with my vendor.
आशा की नई किरण लेकर आया है। भारत में बनी वैक्सीन सुरक्षित और प्रभावी है और कोविड के विरुद्ध हमें प्रतिरोधक क्षमता देती है। इसीलिए भारतीय वैक्सीनों पर भरोसा रखें। अपनी बारी आने पर वैक्सीन अवश्य लें और अफवाहों पर विश्वास न करें। और हाँ, याद रखें, दवाई भी और कड़ाई भी। वैक्सीन के साथ साथ ध्यान रखें कि हमेशा मास्क पहने, दूसरों से 2 गज की दूरी बनाकर रखें और अपने हाथों को बार बार अच्छी तरह से धोएं। अधिक जानकारी के लिए www.mohfw.gov.in पर जाएं या राष्ट्रीय हेल्पलाइन 1075 पर कॉल करें।
તમે જે વ્યક્તિને કોલ કરી રહ્યા છો તે જવાબ નથી આપી રહ્યા.
Okay, I called him, but he's not responding. So if you're having any doubts, you can let me know. I'll try to solve it. Incoterms. Okay, Incoterms means, as I told you, assume that you are selling some goods, right? Okay, assume that you are selling goods on 1st of February. Okay, so you are located in Bangalore and you are selling to your customer. Okay, so customer is in Delhi. So from Bangalore to Delhi you need to transport the material. To transport of this much of material you need to pay this much of transportation charge or freight charges. Okay, how much you need to receive from customer? 1 lakh or 1,05,000? That will be decided in Incoterms. Whether you are transport the material free of cost, or this 5,000 is going to collect from customer along with this. So this is what we called as cost, and this is what we call as freight charges. So apart from cost, what are the expenses is comes that will be paid from whom, whether customer or by company? That will be decided in Incoterms. We are having predefined Incoterms in the system like CFR. CFR means cost and freight. Cost and freight. So what is cost and freight? Cost means this is cost. What are the goods we sold? No, that is what we call as cost or cost of goods sold. And freight, transportation charges. Okay, freight means transportation charge. So at the time of sales, I'm clearly mentioned that cost and this transportation charges should be paid from customer. We are not going to pay this much. We are not going to pay any transportation charges. Okay, and one more info terms we can see, that is CIF. So what is CIF? Cost, insurance and freight. Cost, insurance and freight. Okay, what does it mean? So customer need to pay cost along with insurance and freight charges. So CFR means cost and freight. At the time of sales, we are clearly telling that cost and freight will be paid by customer. So company is not going to pay any freight charges. So you, as a customer, you need to pay all these kind of expenses apart from cost. And we are having one more Incoterms, CIF, cost, insurance and freight. So that at the time of sales, we are telling my customer that you need to pay the cost, you need to pay the insurance and freight charges. We are not responsible, or we are not going to pay this kind of expenses. Okay, and one more is there. You heard that this one COD, that is cash on delivery. There is also one kind of Incoterms, cash on delivery. So whenever I'm going to send the goods, on the time of delivery, the customer should make the payment. Then FOB, free on board, means there is no freight charges, only you need to pay cost, that's it. So these are some example of Incoterms. As we can create our own Incoterms that will be maintained in SD department, sales department. Okay, so he's responding. Okay, this is what we call as Incoterms. As in SD department, they can or we can create our own Incoterms according to our requirement. Okay, and I can mention the location also. So where I'm transporting the location I can mention, and what are the charges I'm going to maintain or pay. So that can maintain in SD department. This Incoterms will be maintained in SD department. Okay. Another thing is here on Incoterms. Let me check whether he's able to reset the password or not. Log into my system. Okay, I'll come to IMG level. Customizing IMG SPRO, SAP reference IMG, then I'll go to IMG financial accounting, new, account receivable and accounts payable, customer account, master data, preparations for creating customer master data, and define account group with screen layout. T code is OBT2. Here click on new entry. As I told you, we're having the three fields statuses like general data, company code data, and sales data. So here I need to input the account group and description of that particular account group. So one time account, if I'm creating any group regarding one time, then I need to select this one. Other than that, you should not select this one. Okay, so I'll give my account group as PSDC. DC means domestic customer, so I'll mention the group name as domestic account group for my company code PSD. Okay, so we'll enter into fields and we'll check the fields. Say example, I'll go to general data. In general data, we are having these are fields. If you double click on address, then we will get this much of fields which comes under this particular address group. Okay, here I can select any fields as required entry. See, all fields are in optional entry, means while creating the customer, end user may enter, may not enter the fields, which will not affect to saving the document. Okay, so example, I'll select this as my name as required entry. Let's see what will happen in the creation of a customer. I'll show that one. As I told you, we are having four options: suppress, Suppress means hide. Say example, I am going to select tax jurisdiction as a suppress entry. Okay, then other, let it be in optional entry, and display means we can view the things, we cannot do any changes there. Okay, then I'll come back, or straight away we'll go with next group also here. See, in communication group we are having so many fields like telefax, telebox, and internet address, standard communication type, mail address, mobile number, everything is an optional mode. If you want, you can change it to requirement. According to your requirement you can change. Okay, then next group, so vendor, corporate group, tax code, sales acquisition, like that, trading partner, country, like that. We are having so many fields, all are in optional mode. So these are the standard setups. If you want, you can change. If you want, you can change. Okay, then I'll come back and I'll double click on company code data, then double click on, in company code data we are having so many options, like so many fields: account management group, payment transactions, correspondence, insurance, withholding tax. So I'll double click on account management. There we are having so many fields. As we discussed, we discuss main fields like reconciliation account we discussed, cash management we discussed. Okay, so I'll select these two entries or these two fields as required entry. Means I'm telling my system that while creating the customer master record, end user must and should enter the reconciliation account as well as cash management group. So what is the use of maintaining this? As I told you, reconciliation account, by assigning reconciliation account I can able to see the balances in GL and AR level. Okay, and cash management group, it is a bifurcation between domestic and foreign customer. Whenever I am creating the customer in a domestic, I need to select this one, E2 and E3, or E2 or E3. So that's the reason I am going to select these two fields as required entry, and remaining let it be in option entry field or option entry mode. Save. Okay, similarly just go to sales data also. In sales data we are having so many fields again, groups again, sorry. In sales we are having sales group, sales statistics group, customer group, sales district, many things we are having. And next one, shipping, as I told you, delivery priority I need to maintain, transportation zone is there, the next entry. Then terms of payments also we can maintain, as I told you, Incoterms. So Incoterms means international commercial terms. Okay, then taxes and licenses, then partner usage, business partner assignment, document. So these are the fields comes under sales group. Okay, okay, if you want you can change the fields according to your requirement. Okay, after that I'll come to main screen and click on next entry here to create one more group. Now I'll give PSFC, foreign customer group for company code PSD, and double click on company code data. Here I require two fields to maintain as required entry. Double click on account management, select reconciliation account and cash management group as required entry. Save this. Again click on entry, sorry, next entry, and here I'll give one more group as PSOC, one time customer group, and I'll give the description as one time customer group for company code PSD. As it's a one time group, then I need to select only balance, sorry, one time account. Again double click on company code data, double click on account management, reconciliation account and cash management group as required entry. Save. Okay, we had created 3 groups. Now what we do, create second one, create number ranges for customer accounts. Okay, create customer number ranges for customer account. T code XKN1, sorry, XDN1, XDN1. click on change intervals. See, these are the number ranges which is maintained in the system. Either you can use your this number ranges to your group, or we can create our own. Okay, I'll create my own. So just click on insert line or press F6. Okay, here I'll give serial number as P1. Okay, and the range will be, okay, this is my P1. To check whether what are the number ranges is available, then according to that I need to create a say. So P1, okay, it is accepting. If I'm using, or if I'm creating customer in domestic, then my number should start with 31, and in this particular group I maintain only 100. So, okay, one particular, this number is going to assign to my domestic group, and in that particular group I can create only 100. That is more than enough for practicing, but in real time we require more number ranges, but here I'm not, I can maintain for 100 only. That's more than enough. And as I told you, we are having two options of maintaining the number ranges. One is internal and second one is external. If I'm going to select this one, this range will become external. I'm selecting this one, this range will become external, means end user manually enter this number ranges in the system while creating the customer master record. Okay, then again I'll insert one more. Here I'll give serial number as P2, and if I'm going to create a domestic, sorry, foreign customer, the range should be start from this level. P2, P1, P2, and again insert interval, and I'm having 3 groups. And number P3 and 1. Three number ranges has been maintained for 3 groups. Okay, save this. Now what I'll do, I'm going to assign this number ranges to my group. Okay, one number ranges has been selected as a external number ranges. Let me check what will happen. Let me see. Save this first. Next, assign number ranges to customer account group. T code is OBAR. OBAR. Position. Account group PSDC. So these are the groups which we are having, and for this I maintain the number ranges P1, P2 and P3. P1 is P1. Okay, that is not saved, I think. Let me check again, once again. Go to create, insert, P1, this I'm going to select as external. Save, insert P2, insert P3. Okay, save. Okay, internal overlap. Okay, that's the reason I'm not able to save that. Okay, here I'll view. insert again. P2. And I'll give I'll take this number. Let me check. Yes, it is accepting. Save. Okay, now I'll create one more. Insert. Give the serial number as P3. Okay, let me save. P1, P2 and P3. Save. Okay, now we'll assign number ranges to customer account group. Position, PSDC, and we'll assign P1, P2 and P3. Save. Okay. As a consultant, we had created the number ranges, vendor, customer account group, and assignment. Okay. Now we'll come to easy access and create customer master. Okay. So create customer master. T code FD01. Path easy access accounting, financial accounting, account receivable, master record, and FD01 create. FD01. Create. Here I need to mention the group. Just now we had maintained the group, right? So I'll take domestic group, domestic customer for company code PST. Yes, this is my group, and this one leave blank. As I told you, we are maintaining internal and external. If it is internal, then it will take this number automatically. Just press enter. Okay, see here, this has been taken internal. And here I need to give the description or title of the customer. Usually we are having so many options. I'll take company, title as company. If you observe, see this tick mark is there. What is that? This field is required entry. If you click on save, system will not allow you to save or will not go proceed or will not allow you to proceed either you need to come out from the system or you need to change the settings in the background. Okay, so without giving name, system will not allow me to proceed. Okay, so here I'll give limited. I'll give like this. This is a company customer. It's located in somewhere in MG Road, Bangalore. Here the pin code Bangalore, country India, and region 10. Okay, so many fields are there. You can go and input the data, which is all our optional fields, and control data. In control data, if assume that this customer is a vendor also, then I need to mention here. Okay, then what location, what kind of locations he is in, then industry, what kind of industry is running. We are having so many inbuilt industries, you can use that one. Then payment transaction, where I need to input my customer's bank accounts. Then marketing, we are having a Nielsen ID. What is Nielsen ID? What kind of customer, what region his factory or his company is there, I need to mention. Industry sector, what type of industry is running. As I told you, we discussed industry code. Any code is there, can mention. Okay, how many, what are the sales he is doing, how many employees are there, what is fiscal year variant, all this we can maintain. Then uploading point, how to upload and what are the uploading point, then export data, then contact person. Who suppose if I'm going to this company, who is the contact person there? What kind of, say example, I'm going to contact manager, and what is his name? Suresh. I'll give Suresh. Suresh. Any name you can give. Suresh. What kind of department he is working for? Managing director or sales, anything you can mention. And what is the function he is doing? These are all inbuilt or there. You can go with and select head of sales and click. Okay, Ramesh. Then he is also in administration. Head of sales also you can take like that. Okay. These are the data. Okay. Then company code data. Company code data, as we discussed, these two fields we selected as a required entry. See here, tick mark is there, right? Reconciliation account at the GL level we had created. So I'll take sundry debtors, and sort key, it is in optional mode, but I can mention as 031. Then cash management group E2, that is domestic. Okay, and remaining things is not required as of now. We'll discuss it later. Okay, then click on save this one. Now this has been created. Okay, so we'll stop here today. We'll continue the class tomorrow, and I'll update the time in the group. Okay.
Sir, please, sir, recordings, sir.
Yes, last class we sent. No, I
No,
sent.
this class recording.
Tomorrow I'll send. Okay, both I'll send. If possible today I'll send. Otherwise tomorrow fix. I'll send.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Morning I try to, but morning 7 is possible, huh? 7 or 8. Tomorrow morning 7.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I'll update. Okay, 7:30 or maximum 8 to 9:30 I'll take. Okay. Now
Okay,
I'll update, but not sure. Let me schedule with other batches. After that only I'll finalize and I'll let you know. By evening I'll let you know.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay then, bye.